All right, welcome back everybody to The Deep Dive. Today we're going to try to unlock the secrets to abundance.
Financial abundance, that is.
It is. And we've got a really cool guide to help us out based on the teachings of Neville Goddard.
When most people think about getting rich, they think about working hard, saving money, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Right.
But this guide dives deeper.
Yeah.
It goes beyond the surface. You know what I mean? It's about the mental game.
Yeah. Because it's like, have you ever felt stuck financially? Like no matter what you do, you can't quite break through to that next level.
Absolutely. And this guide says that's because most of us, maybe even like 95% of us,
Wow.
have these limiting beliefs about money.
95%.
Yep.
Many.
That's what the guide says. And I gotta say, it kind of makes sense. Like, think about it. How many times have you heard money doesn't grow on trees?
Oh yeah, all the time growing up.
Right. Or maybe you saw your parents struggle financially.
Yeah, for sure.
Those experiences, they stick with you. They can shape how you view money, even if you don't realize it.
It's like they become part of your subconscious, right? So even if you're working hard and doing all the right things,
Yeah, exactly. Your subconscious is kind of working against you.
and you're not even aware of it.
Yeah.
But the good news is this guide says we don't have to be stuck with these limiting beliefs.
Right.
And it all comes down to this idea of neuroplasticity. You familiar with
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. The brain's amazing, isn't it? It can actually change and adapt based on our thoughts and experiences.
Yeah. So even those deeply ingrained beliefs about money, they're not set in stone.
Not at all.
I
It's
mean-
like, imagine your brain as a garden.
Yeah.
And those limiting beliefs, they're like weeds that have been growing there for a long time.
Okay, I like that.
But neuroplasticity, that's like having the tools to pull out those weeds and plant new seeds, seeds of abundance.
I love that analogy. So how do we actually replant those seeds?
Well, the guide talks about this idea of living as your wealthy self, basically acting as if you're already the abundant person you want to be.
Okay, what does that even mean? Like, practically speaking.
It's about aligning your thoughts, actions, even your energy with abundance. So let's say you admire someone who's really generous with their wealth, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you start by being more generous with your time or your skills.
Oh, I see.
Or you could start investing in your personal growth, like someone who values learning and expanding their knowledge.
So you're basically creating that abundant mindset by acting it out.
Exactly. It's about embodying the qualities you associate with financial abundance.
Interesting. So it's not just about thinking positive thoughts. It's about aligning your actions with those thoughts.
Right. You got to walk the walk, not
Yeah.
just talk the talk. And the more you do that, the more you start to believe it.
Got it. Okay. So we've talked about thoughts and actions, but this guide also emphasizes the power of emotions. It says we need to actually feel the wealth. How do we do that? Like, especially if our current financial situation isn't exactly where we want it to be.
Yeah. This is where things get kind of interesting. It's about cultivating feelings of gratitude for what you already have, no matter how small. It's about focusing on the abundance that's already present in your life instead of dwelling on what you lack.
Right.
And it's also about visualization, like really vividly picturing your desired financial reality. Like imagine it in such a detail that you can almost feel it.
So it's about tricking your brain into believing that abundance is already yours.
In a way, yeah. Because when you feel abundant, you start to attract more abundance into your life.
That makes sense. The guide also talks about trusting the universe, like letting go of the need to control every little detail and just trusting that the universe will guide us towards our financial goals.
Absolutely. It's about surrendering to something bigger than ourselves, trusting that there's a plan, even if we can't see the whole picture right now.
That could be hard though, right?
Yeah.
Like, especially when we're so used to trying to control everything.
Oh, yeah. It definitely takes practice. But when you can let go of that need for control, you open yourself up to possibilities you might have never imagined.
It's like you're saying, okay, universe, I'm ready. Show me what you've got.
Exactly. And you know what? The universe loves a good challenge.
That's awesome. Speaking of focus, this guide also mentions something called the reticular activating system, or RAS. What's that all about?
Oh, the RAS is fascinating. It's like a filter in our brain that helps us focus on what we deem important.
Right.
So if you're constantly worried about money, guess what? Your RAS is going to focus on all the reasons why you don't have enough. It's going to filter out all the good stuff.
Ah, I see. So it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy again.
Exactly. But the good news is You can train your RAS to focus on abundance instead
How do we do that?
by consciously choosing thoughts and beliefs that support your financial goals. You gotta flood your mind with abundance.
Okay, so it's about shifting our focus, retraining our brains to see the abundance that's all around us.
Exactly. It's like tuning your internal radar to the frequency of wealth.
I love that.
Yeah,
So it sounds like achieving financial abundance is a holistic process, right?
absolutely.
It's about shifting our beliefs,
Yes.
aligning our emotions,
Yeah.
taking inspired action, and trusting that the universe has our back.
It's all connected.
This deep dive really just scratched the surface of this whole abundance thing. So much more to explore in the guide itself. But before we wrap up, here's something to think about.
Okay.
If money is really just an idea, a shared belief system like this guide suggests,
Right.
what if we all collectively shifted our beliefs toward abundance? What could we achieve? What would the world look like? Something to ponder. Anyway, thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive. See you next time.
See ya.